We may not be getting campaign DLC for Halo Infinite, but there are still plenty of incredible Halo campaign experiences to play. Today, I want to tell you about 4 of the best and lesser known Halo mods out right now. Stick around to the end of the video to see one of the strangest and most unique Halo mods I've ever seen. Halo Infinite Evolved is a tweaked and expanded version of the original Halo C campaign. It's a different artist's take on this classic experience. There are some interesting changes made to levels that drastically affect their tone, such as Halo, the second level being set on a rainy night, instead of a bright and sunny day. When you first step out of the escape pod, instead of gazing in awe at the beautiful ring stretching into the sky, you are instead greeted with an oppressive atmosphere in a foreign and dangerous world as you are hunted by the ruthless Covenant. It's not until later in the level that you finally see the Halo in all its glory. There are other changes like this throughout the campaign and overall. It's interesting to see a different take on these, dare I say, iconic levels. In the mission Truth and Reconciliation, it's no longer a stealthy night mission set in the darkness, but instead a sunny, full frontal assault with elite ODSTs at your side instead of Marines. I don't think any one change makes it inherently better than the original, but it's certainly interesting to imagine an alternate timeline where we got this version instead back in 2001. Major changes have also been made to the gameplay and the sandbox. Many weapons have seen changes and even additional animations like the shotgun, which you can now use in the second mission, as well as many others. The assault rifle has been buffed, but had its magazine capacity reduced to 36 to compensate. There are new weapons too, like the battle rifle, fuel rod, and others. I'm conflicted about some of these changes, like the buff to the assault rifle, but it certainly adds variety and shakes up the original experience. Many encounters have seen changes as well, like adding enemies and vehicles to previously empty areas. The Covenant themselves have seen changes, like the addition of English voice acting to be more in line with later Halo games. The Hunters are now more numerous and stronger than ever, requiring far more than a simple shot to the back. There are changes like this across the entire campaign, and it's worth playing to see all that's been altered. Mercury Rising is a standalone mission that offers an open-ended environment to explore, several interesting weapons, and a short, yet surprising story. This includes new weapons, vehicles, and enemies that are unique to this mod, while there are some taken from other mods such as the Dig Site project. 2 pieces of equipment have been added, including the bubble shield and health regeneration field. These are equipped and thrown as grenades would be. A standout addition to the sandbox is a revolver that is immensely satisfying and has some beautiful animation work. It fits well in Halo CE's art style and sandbox, and I would love to see a weapon like this officially in Halo in the future. There's also a grenade launcher, which is delightful, and a strange Covenant sniper-like weapon that even works in close range. This mission fits well in the style of Halo CE's campaign missions, featuring some slower parts for exploring and walking on foot, but also action-heavy sequences with vehicles and even a boss fight. Towards the end of this level, there's a twist that makes it markedly different from other Halo experiences. I don't want to spoil it here, but it is rather unique and interesting, and shakes up the Halo formula. Whether this is a good change or not is up to you, but it is a bold direction that makes it stand out from other Halo campaigns. My one critique for this mission would be, at a certain point in this level, there is a massive difficulty spike, throwing enemies from multiple angles at you, all while having this mission's equivalent to Jackal snipers pinning you down. However, this is still a fun and creative mission that I would recommend checking out. Halo 3 Resurgence Revamped, much like Halo Infinite Evolved, makes major changes and additions to the classic levels and their sandboxes. What is immediately noticeable is the changes that have been made to character models, like Chief, Johnson, and the Arbiter. This mod replaces many of the originals with those from Halo 2 Anniversary. They fit surprisingly well in Halo 3 given the difference in technology between the titles. Except for Miranda, she is terrifying. However, I personally prefer the original Chief far more. One addition I love is a Halo CE style Marine. As far as I know, this is a wholly unique model and it looks absolutely incredible. This is probably my favorite version of the marine design, and it's amazing to see it looking this sharp. This mod deserves its own video with the amount of changes, but here are some of the highlights. In the starting Earth levels, there are now friendly elite and grunt allies that fight alongside you and even show up in cutscenes. A notable gameplay change, the player has increased base health with the addition of a physical health bar that protect you after your shields drop, most similar to Halo CE and Halo Reach's health system, with the exception of health packs to pick up. Whether this is a good change or not is up to you, but I found it significantly changed the way I approached encounters. I was far more aggressive and took cover much less. There are also many additional weapons from other Halo games, and changes made to the existing sandbox. Many encounters were also changed or expanded. There are also less Cortana flashbacks. Overall, this is an amazing experience that refreshes this incredible campaign. Paradise Panic is unlike anything that's been in Halo. The standout, of course, being the dinosaurs. This is a single mission that has you fighting a few different types of dinosaurs alongside the Banished. It features new weapons, vehicles, and enemies. It begins with a massive beach assault and has a few set pieces and optional vehicle sections. The Halo Reach Falcon being my favorite vehicle included. You can occasionally see how they did it with a UNSC turret attached to the front. There is a long-range assault rifle that has a large magazine and is very fun to use. The star of this, of course, being the dinosaurs. They work surprisingly well in Halo 3 given that they are entirely new. They have custom sounds and animations. Their ragdolls can be pretty entertaining because they just stiffen and fall over, but they get the job done and add a fun and interesting dynamic to the sandbox. Also, the music seems like a mix between Halo and Jurassic Park. It sets an interesting tone. This mod definitely stands as one of the weirdest Halo experiences I've ever had, and I absolutely love it. The mods featured in the video will be linked in the description below. If you enjoyed the video or found it interesting, hit the like button and let me know what you thought of the mods we talked about today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.